All right. It's March 27th, 2012. And I got to tell you people, the last recording, which is titled, I did a two-parter, Supreme Court and Presidential Debate. And that was yesterday, March 26th. The second tape, I adjusted all the volumes and everything. Nothing was wrong with the computer. Somebody is messing with the audio. So, just like in the movie John Doe, when they unplugged Meet John Doe, the old black and white movie with Gary Cooper and Barbara Stanwyck, when they unplugged the microphone, or when they unplugged the microphone on Forrest Gump in the movie, that same situation happened identically in those two movies, Meet John Doe and Forrest Gump. When he's trying to talk into the microphone and some guy unplugs all the plugs. Same thing happens in the movie Meet John Doe. To keep him from talking and explaining to the people what really happened, they just pull all the plugs. This is what you call control freakism. It's beyond control. It's totally beyond. And what's really bad about this is that, like I said, I'm going to try to recall what I said. The second parter, I now have a speech bubble up there saying that I think it was hackers, CIA, NSA, I don't care. You know, it doesn't matter. You've got people out there that have no brains. They really don't. Do the CIA and the FBI and the NSA, do they have no brains? They have no brains. I don't care how many terrorist plots, quote unquote, they allegedly stopped. I predicted the London bombings on those buses. I think it was like a few weeks before it happened, and I was right. And the government has a record of that. Every time I'm right about a prediction, they push it under the rug under national security. Every time I'm right about any of these predictions, including the giant letter that was sent to the Clinton White House in 1996, all those predictions have been kept under wraps under national security. I'm not trying to tell you this like I'm trying to feed my own ego. That's not what this is about. This is about my cars, my boats, my trailers, my lifestyle destroyed, and it's still being destroyed to this day. So, and then on top of it, they're keeping me prisoner here. They've kept me prisoner here, I think, for more than 20 years on and off. And my older twin, he's wanted to leave too, but they managed to rip him off and rip me off for everything that we were trying to do, either together or separately. And now, it's to the point where, like I said, my teeth are all bad. Because I grind my teeth, they all broke from the stress that your society, your collective United States of America did to me. I don't care if it was done at the local level and the federal government says, oh, we can't get involved in that. See, it's all a scam. You have to sue on the lower level, and then when you finally spend 7 years more of your life to get it to the Supreme Court, like the health bill that's there, the scam of the health bill that's on there right now, they want you to force you to pay for health insurance so that insurance companies will be guaranteed more money. That's what this health bill is really all about, because the doctors really don't know all of their stuff that they should know. And if the government really told you the truth is they can cure all forms of cancer. Ever since IBM could take an individual atom, and you can get a picture of this, just search it on Google it. They took individual atoms and spelt the company name, IBM, with individual atoms on a matrix. IBM. It's there. It's no secret, and other companies have done it too. It's like dental sepsis, like what I have. Most diseases, especially when it involves your dental, start in your mouth. And your immune system fights it off, of course, but if it continues ongoing every day, no matter how clean your mouth is, when you've got infections, it's going to compromise your immune system. That's just common sense. So these people are just out of control. They're beyond control freaks. This has gotten to the point of such danger levels that you've got you've got more than 6 billion people on the planet, and they're all spitting all these different philosophies at each other and at everybody. And all the accusations and all the anger and the wars, including myself. The only problem is there are so many people giving their opinion that nobody knows who to go to say, well, who's got the more viable opinion that we can stand behind and support? Well, it certainly isn't Obama, it isn't Romney, it isn't the Democrats, it isn't the Republicans, it isn't the independent parties. It's someone with extreme high intelligence that knows how to not manipulate, but organize the things that are going on now so they're not operating out of control. So they're not put in the hands of egomaniacs at the city, county, state, and federal level. Egomaniacs who they think, you give them a badge and they think they're King Kong, and they totally go wacko. These people are nuts. I don't care how calm your society is. If you continue to let these people stay in listen carefully, the kind of control factors that they have set in concrete, you're going to need jackhammers to get these people out of where they don't belong. And the sad part about it is I'm being kept prisoner here. I can't give my opinion about what the Supreme Court is really deciding. No health bill, no health issue should be placed on anybody's back as a law that says you either do this or what? What are they going to do? Jail people? Put people in jail that are already sick, that can't afford health insurance? Because if you force people to have to pay insurance companies, that's just putting more stress on everybody. A person should be free to choose whatever health organization they want to go to or health insurance program they want to go to on their own volition. You can't force people to do that. That's not democracy. That's totalitarianism. And I don't care how many people are in front of the Supreme Court yelling and screaming they don't have enough health care. You know why you don't have health care? Let me tell you. I'll tell you why in 3 parts, I think, why you don't have real good health care. One, because you didn't pay attention in school when you were in biology. That's really the bottom line. And you didn't take responsibility and take care of yourself. Besides the outside factors that may come into your life and affect your health, like what I claim, exempting those, you should be responsible for your own health. And I am. And I was. I'm sick now because of what this society forced me with their color of laws, with their menial application, their attention to the menial laws they claim that I was violating. I wasn't violating any laws. Even if I was twisting the laws a little, it did not, and nowhere does it near deserve the 10 years of punishment that I'm receiving, and now turning into 11 and 12 years. Plus, being kept a prisoner here against my will. The other reason you don't have good health care, besides not paying attention, and let me tell you that I am qualified to say all these things because when I was at the feed store, doctors were sending their patients to me, including some well-known actors and actresses, like Mike Connors of Mannix fame. Kim Basinger came by the feed store. Robert Davi, who played the bad guy on License to Kill, he was sent to me for advice on how to improve his memory. These things all can be taken care of. The answers are all here. We just need the right person to guide us, to give us the right kind of seminar, to tell us how to put it in the right sequential order so that it pretty much applies to everybody. But what you people are doing to me is murdering me. Live on YouTube. You are murdering me every day that I have to go on YouTube and pay money to record another thing that the media should be giving me for free because of the violations they committed by ignoring me. The media ignores me just as much as the government ignores me. If you were to put them, both of them, into a corner where they had no place to go, they'd all say, okay, we give up. Yes, we covered up Caesar's any attention we would have given him. Oh yeah, we're the government. Yeah, we covered it up too. We covered it up under national security. We hid his letter that predicted 9/11 in detail. In a giant letter, it was just in detail cryptically. They had to guess at what I was trying to say in the letter, because I wasn't going to give it to them for free, because they certainly weren't going to meet my demands and give me millions of dollars for the the multiple civil rights violations they've committed on my life and my twin, and the continuing civil rights violations that are occurring right now. Because everything that happened in the past led me to where I am today, talking on YouTube, giving people the lowdown on what is really going on. So yesterday, part 1 of my Supreme Court and debate challenge, which, by the way, the candidates have not answered. And to get back on the medical thing, doctors were sending their patients to me. If doctors were sending their patients to me, and I don't have a doctorate, I'm only a consultant. And they came to me and I consulted them. This means that the doctors knew that I knew what I was talking about. So I don't give that advice anymore, or consultation, because I can't, because my life has been scuttled, totally destroyed by the LAPD, Fire Department, Building and Safety, the Mayor's Office, the President of the United States, the Secret Service. All you jerk-offs have contributed to putting nails in my coffin. And it's to your loss, because if I'm one of those people that could have made discoveries like Louis Pasteur or Nikola Tesla or Thomas Edison or Michael Faraday, or if I have some new way, some new propulsion drive that would allow us to visit other stars in a blink of an eye, hey, that's your loss. You won't get another one like me for thousands of years. And you know what? I don't have to prove it. You can call me crazy all you want to. You're the crazy ones for pointing the finger at me and calling me crazy without finding verifiable proof. All you have is a guy who's screaming on YouTube, ranting and raving, calling everybody what they are. Livy-livered chicken cowards is what you all are that are in power and authority right now. There is no respect I have for soldiers, police, fire department, nobody, and especially the U.S. citizen. Because you pay taxes. You've got your collective. Just like I'm being forced to be where I'm at, you're being forced too, even though it's in a more pleasant environment, or at least you're led to believe, brainwashed to believe you're in a pleasant environment. So you pay your money, and that money is used to kill innocent men, women, and children. Hey, I showed you that comic book, Addicted to War. I showed you the CD, the DVD by Frank Durrell, that with Elizabeth Montgomery, the lady who used to play Bewitched on TV, as one of the narrators, to tell you how many atrocities the United States has committed under the flag of freedom, liberty, and justice, and innocent men, women, and children being destroyed, blown up into pieces, just to please you, putting your gasoline in your gas tanks and blah, blah, blah. You deserve a huge meteor right in the middle of the United States. Wipe you out. You all deserve it. But, what can I do? Like I said, I use my quantum physics generators to predict things. I predicted that bad things would happen between now and Easter if these mainstream candidates do not meet me on a stage to have a real showdown, a real debate, and an ongoing debate every day until November. And you know what? They're not going to answer. And you know why? Because they're chicken, cowards, and they're not good sportsmanship. They don't know the meaning of the word. And the people are just as stupid because they're ignorant, because they don't educate themselves about these candidates that are running. They haven't asked them how many Bilderberg meetings they've been to. They haven't asked them what their real IQ level is, emotional IQ included, because that's more important than the academic IQ of these candidates. And I can guarantee you mine are way over 200. I call my IQ level 186,000 miles per second. That's my IQ level, the speed of light. And I don't care if you don't believe me. You're already murdering me. All of you. Every one of you that pay taxes are murdering me. Instead of paying the taxes, why don't you send me the money so you can ship me out of this country? Wouldn't you rather have loyal, brainwashed American citizens than people that will never, never give up hating all of you? And I'm telling you, even if I was president or emperor, I'd still hate all of you until you all learn the real truth. And the real truth is how to use common sense, how to truly be compassionate, how to truly be communicative with each other instead of fighting and anonymously attacking each other behind each other's backs, you're all sick. Well, it's 15 minutes now, and you already know what I think of the Supreme Court. They're all full of crap. And you're murdering me and keeping me here prisoner. There should be a rich person out there who should have emailed me a long time ago and said, yeah, Caesar, we'll help you get out of this country. You and your twin can leave forever. You don't ever have to come back. And believe me, I won't. But it better be enough money for me and all of what's left of my possessions, because my possessions are me. That's part of my future program. And I don't care what the USA's program is. As far as I'm concerned, your program is self-destruction, and in your self-destruction, you're destroying people like me. And you don't have the right to do that, nor keep us prisoner here. Let me and let my people go. I'll say the same words Moses said 2,000 years ago. Between now and Easter, you're headed for the most horrible calamity if you don't meet me on stage. That's the only thing that's going to keep the calamity from happening. Threats is all you're going to listen to anyway. You don't care about people. You politicians are all evil. All right. I'm waiting for your answer.